Madden NFL football. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gibson again. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Jones. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former 7th-round pick from FIU at quarterback. It's Alex Magoo.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, Gibson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Jones. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Returnable for Lockett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jameis Winston, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Florida State product, Cam Akers, with a touchdown run. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, good move. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught right side by Mims. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Touchdown! Josh Reynolds. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21 to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start the drive with Harris. They find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Jones on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They run again with Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Magoo. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 17, Jones. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw again. That's caught outright by Jennings. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Josh Reynolds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got it down to the 28. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Panthers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10.